I've worked with photographers who said this line of work, and then I have never seen any of those images come back, which would be frustrating because I'm like, that's my work. I did the hair, I did the makeup, I did everything to like styling, even driving, like all of the work that goes into creating the work, no proof of it. No one would really say anything aside from maybe scrolling through Instagram and being like, "Oh, there's my face. That's kind of cool." And that's just on like the lower tier level. When it comes to people like Emily Ratajkowski, you recognize her as one of the world's sexiest women. You know, she's done runway shows, she's done tabloids, all kinds of stuff. But in Hollywood, you go through being the puppet from the managers and everything like that to getting you your gigs, but you don't own any of that stuff at all. I mean, just like if we look to the biggest, mover of rights for your stuff would be Taylor Swift. Talking about her music. She didn't own any of it. She was the one who wrote the songs, she sang it, she performed it, all of that kind of stuff, but she didn't actually own the rights to her own music, which was really frustrating. And that goes for a lot of people. So when I saw that, I was like, this is interesting. Blockchain is, for me, I think of it like the cloud with Apple. You put something up there, you can't take it down, really. And so, but then on the other hand, on blockchain, you can see it. You can verify it. You can see when it was created, when it was sent, all of this information. And at the same time, no one can really take away from you the fact that you were the one who created it. Like, how powerful is that? And then at the same time, you've got royalties, which most people really think about being something for only celebrities. Like Michael Jackson had like $111 million or whatever. And in his will, he only was able to give it to so many people. After that, it was done. It was nothing else past that generation. And it's really left in the hands for Paris Jackson and Blanket and everything like that to either take care of it and leave it for their next generation after that, or it's just gone. Or like Marilyn Monroe, for example, she made $370,000, which in today's day and age, I think was like $3 million or something like that. And she left it to some of her family members and her therapist and some of the people who worked for her, basically. But no one would have known that. No one would have been able to actually even track really all of that down aside from legal authorities or the right people who need to know that. But I just feel like with blockchain, doesn't matter what chain you're on, really. It's the sentiment for me that you now own your stuff, which is more powerful than anything. Time you get a chance to share it with everyone. And when we think about like Google, how many times have you looked up something and you're like, yeah, this probably doesn't exist, or no one really is going to like this idea, and then you come to find out, lo and behold, that the sentence will complete itself and be like, oh, that was my question that I was going to ask. Oh, it does exist. And then you see all of these articles about it and you're like, there is a niche for that. Like, I would have never thought about that. And so it's kind of like validation for yourself. And I don't know, I just like philosophically, I think that it's a beautiful thing and something that people should not ignore. It's not a perfect system right now, but I do believe that with enough push and shove of regulations or just attention to it, that we can work to fix some of the things that were wrong in our system even today. So, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. And, even like the first interview I did when I started bringing these, conversations back, it was with my friend Brittany. She's a model over in Los Angeles. And she was talking about some of her experiences that she was going through. So it is so important to, with this technology and, the efforts that we're all putting in to create ecosystems where artists are protected. And, I love how you, like you said, you're bringing the one of one NFT movement over here, which is, traditionally, NFTs are, you have like a pack of, 7,777,
Oh, you mean Sneckies?
Wait, is that how many are the Sneckies? See,
7,777. Yeah.
I didn't even know that. I was just picking a number. But exactly. And then, and it's great artwork, or some projects are great artwork. Some, they're just kind of like thrown together. But, it's, I look at the one of one market and how that kind of connects in my mind to like not I don't want to call it like the sophisticated art scene, but like, with a lot of big money, a lot of people, invest in, paintings. They'll say, "Oh, I'll buy it for like $1 million or $100,000." Have it be a tax write-off, and then donate it to a museum or something, and then or like do insurance and stuff. And I'm really curious on how that world is going to like transition over to blockchain. I don't think it's here yet fully, or at least from what I've seen. But like, where do you see like that world kind of like eventually jumping in to like crypto, and how do you see like the progression moving forward when like attention starts really coming back?